Now let's look at another theorem called RHS theorem. RHS stands for right angle, hypotenuse and side. The theorem states that two right triangles are congruent if the hypotenuse and a side of one right triangle is equal to the hypotenuse and the corresponding side of the other triangle. So here we have two right triangles, and the theorem states that if BC is equal to EF and AC is equal to DF, then these two triangles are congruent. Here AC and DF are hypotenuse and BC and EF are corresponding sides. So now let's try to prove this theorem. So we have been given that BC is equal to EF and AC is equal to DF, and we also know angle B is equal to angle E because they are right angles. Now let's do some construction. Let's draw a line segment EG such that its length is equal to AB and forms a right angle with the line segment EF, and join G and F. Now this will result in a new triangle FEG, where EG is equal to AB and angle GEF is 90 degrees. So if you closely observe the triangles ABC and FEG, you can say that these are congruent because we have EG equal to AB and BC equal to EF, and the included angle of those two sides is right angle. So by SAS axiom, these two triangles are congruent. And when two triangles are congruent, we know that all the sides are also equal. So here the hypotenuse AC should be equal to the hypotenuse GF. But we also know that AC is equal to DF, that is given. So GF is nothing but DF. So that's what we proved here. Because the two triangles ABC and GEF are congruent, we know that angle A is equal to angle G. And now we know the triangle FGD is an isosceles triangle DF and GF as equal sides. So from the property of an isosceles triangle, the angles opposite to the equal sides are also equal. So angle G should be equal to angle D. But we know that angle A is equal to angle G. So angle A is now equal to angle D from 4 and 6. So now if you observe triangles ABC and DEF, we have two sides which are equal, that is AC and DF and BC and EF. But the included angles, we don't know anything about that. We know the other angles are equal, but we don't know whether the included angle is equal. So if we prove that the included angle of these two triangles is equal, then we can prove that these two triangles are congruent by SAS axiom. So now let's try to see if we can prove angle C is equal to angle DFE. We know that angle B is equal to angle E, which is 90 degrees. So let's add B to the left hand side and E to the right hand side of 7. So angle A plus angle B equal to angle D plus angle E, because we are adding 90 degrees on both left hand side and right hand side. But we also know that angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees because sum of three angles of a triangle is always equal to 180 degrees. So now we can say angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 minus angle C, just taking angle C to the right hand side. Similarly, the sum of all the three angles in the triangle DEF is also equal to 180. So angle D plus angle E plus angle F is 180. So angle D plus angle E is equal to 180 minus F by taking F to the right hand side. So now we can say 180 minus C is equal to 180 minus F, because we know from 8 A plus B is equal to D plus E. So these two are equal. So 180 minus C should be equal to 180 minus F. So now from this equation, we can cancel out 180s and the negative signs also get cancelled out. So we have angle C equal to angle F from 8 and 9. So now we have proven that the included angles are also equal. So these two triangles ABC and DEF are congruent by SAS axiom. So in this way, we have proven the RHS theorem, which states that two right triangles are congruent if the hypotenuse and the side of one triangle is equal to the hypotenuse and the corresponding side of the other triangle.